Alright guys, welcome back to some more Satisfactory. It's Ghost, and we are going to be setting up and getting a lot of stuff done today. So, last time we had to do that super crazy long conveyor belt thing. I don't think they have done an update, so I'm assuming things aren't going to be any different. As far as if I can actually program the cars again, but it might have been just I needed to restart the game. So let's go quickly check that out. Otherwise, you know, we've got our barrels flowing just fine. Oh, there we go. We got autopilot back. Okay, so it was just my bad. Okay, well, that will give us some opportunities. So then we can actually hook our conveyor belt over here up into that system rather than having to deal with it there. So what we actually want is, let's do maybe oil to the left. Yeah, we could do oil to the right still. But it'll be nice being able to have the cars go this way now. So I'm going to take this car and drive it over. We'll get that route set up. Let's see, are you the one I wanted to use? Or are you my travel one? One of these has nothing in it. Okay, this is the one I was going to use. All right. So we will... Start recording. We're going to drive you up the bridge. Oh, we're going to go this way, right? Because that's why I cleared out over here. I think we're going to run into an issue. Yep, we are. All right. Clear path. Cancel. All right. We need to go take... Well, I guess we just take it down from right here. And I'm going to go clear up the other side of it. Might as well drive the truck over there. Then I'll take the route from the other side and go down over here. Alright, then we're going to set up an oil refinery. We're going to make some plastics. We can make the high-speed connectors. We need to go open up that... over in the desert area up on the cliff, the supply drop. And then we also have the supply drop that's over up the cliff right over here we can go check out. And see what it requires. So we watch all the barrels back up. Oh, we got some good, strong production, though. But yeah, I think it'll be a lot faster just having a truck transport this, and then we recover all of that material, and we don't have the lag of 10 million things on conveyor belts. Okay, so that truck depot is actually hooked up, so we're just gonna get rid of the belt over here. And then I'll come through and clear out the rest of that. So now we're gonna actually have it store things properly. Sweet, we're full up on fuel. Start recording. Now we can actually drive a proper path. Trying to stay to the right-hand side as much as possible so that way we can eventually expand this to 2 trucks if needed. But I think we're going to get access to the bigger trucks before we end up doing 2 truck paths. We'll just deconstruct this guy and put a 45 stack truck on the route. Whoa, okay, we're getting a little bouncy here, but nothing this guy can't handle. Anytime you want to unload, alright, that's fine. We had it stop for a little bit. And then we drive back. Probably through less of these potholes if we can avoid it. And then basically I can just disassemble this conveyor belt back from the other end while the truck drives its route. I'm just hoping that our truck station doesn't get too overloaded, because we do have 3 trucks now depending on it, but that should be fine. There we go. That way it doesn't drive off again. There we go. And then we just clear the belt. How's this thing holding up as far as storage? Oh yeah, plenty of room. So we're not super out producing things. Because, yeah, as cool as having this super massive conveyor belt was, I feel like it might, you know, if we keep relying on them, start affecting the performance of the server a little bit, so. But I've noticed, because of our surplus of oil that we definitely have the capacity to make enough plastic to make the chips that we need. Alright, what's the best way to get down there? Looks like there's a path over that way. I think that's actually the gas route. Let's see if there's a safe way down over there. If not, we can always just build a conveyor belt route down. I have enough room in my inventory. Yeah, I should be able to hold the rest of this stuff. I just need to make sure I connect up our conveyor belt with the storage unit up on the cliff, and then we can make our oil refinery. Actually, I do kind of want this up this way. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Ah, we don't have the inventory space for the rest of that. Tier 3 conveyor belt. Get this to actually snap right. Go, and then if we just do the conveyor belt itself, it will let us know where is good. There we go. Alright, so now I just need to switch the oil out and the deuterium in directions, and then we have a kind of a bumpy, wavy one here, but that's fine. Alright, so this is where we want the quick wire to go out. And this is where we want the crew to go out. conveyor belt up. Beautiful. Please tell me which derpy one you are. You're the oil one. There we go. It figured itself out. We're gonna have a traffic jam one of these days. Alright. Let's go work on our oil refinery. Alright, so this thing is filling up slowly. We're gonna stick some more oil into it. I'm gonna keep a stack on me. We have a lot of just random... You know what? There we go. I hate doing that sort because it actually does sort it kind of like the way I like it. So I'm going to leave it like that. That's nice. All right. So our products that we can produce with oil is we need oil refineries, which require the hardened... Okay, the hardened plates. So let's see if we have the stuff to make those. So these ones require 10 encased beams. These ones require 5 encased beams and screws. And we make one there. Well, we make 3 of them this way? Oh yeah, we're going this way. Alright, so I need more concrete. And one of the things I want to do today is set up a hardened encased beam production off of that iron node. It would be nice if we didn't have that. Also, I made a couple changes off camera to the conveyor belt system over here. Nothing huge and major, but I noticed our plate capacity was full. So what I did is I made it so that that plate machine and this plate machine now feed into this merger. So now we are producing the stuff here at a rate capable of, you know, just waiting on the screws. It just comes down to getting enough screws per minute through this thing, which is actually capable of being overclocked again to get us more hardened plates. Actually, yeah, we can actually do that. How's our power pole? Yeah. Why not? Let's overclock it one more time. I like having a lot of extra of those plates, but I don't think we really even need them anymore. But it's something satisfying, even if it's a little wasteful on our energy profile. Where'd my powers things go? Oh, all my power things are in the box. Alright, never mind then. What's this one? Alright, anyway. These machines don't need to be super optimized. But so what I did is I ended up doing a split there, and then I did a split somewhere else. I don't remember what it was. But it was making something else a little bit more efficient. So what was I running over here for? I needed more concrete. Probably need just a couple less... Oh, wow. Of these, steel beams, but that's fine. We'll consume a bunch of them when we're making these, refineries. We need to make 6... Actually, I keep forgetting that we have a to-do list we can use. Because I believe the refinery can produce plastic, fuel, and... Plastic, fuel, and rubber. And I think, honestly, what we need is more of the plastic and rubber than of fuel. But we'll figure out how, percentage-wise, to use those best. But we need 6 heavy modular frames. Okay, so that compensates for the fact that 3 of them are produced at a time. Alright. But yeah, that is a much better recipe, so I'm going to have to definitely make sure I use that recipe as the source when we make our modular frame factory over on that end. Oh, we apparently need a lot more steel pipes than I grabbed. Alright. I'm also starting to get a little low on cables, so I need to stack myself up on those. Luckily, I have a endless supply of steel pipes now, because a third of our steel pipe production goes into that, and then the other third goes into the other box, or down the production line. So that's always nice. Also, we're not adventuring, so we can store our... Ah, that's what saved me some room. If I were to stuff my leaves in the biomass generators. Yep, that looks good. And then we'll also go with... just deleting that. Alright. Look at everything being produced smoothly. Yeah, we still need to start utilizing these a little bit better because we're now getting backed up. But it's actually not getting backed up too much. What? Did anyone see that? One of my little rovers must have had a collision far enough out that the physics were processing in a, like, approximate way, and it just went flying. I think I know how that one ended up on the conveyor belt the other episode. Hello, little rover. Are you over here? Where art thou, rover? Okay, so maybe the truck transport is not going to be our ideal way of doing this. Little rover, you down there? Where did it land? Is it up in a tree somewhere? Little rover. Here's the toxic cave that we were at before. That's a toxic area. Where'd our little rover friend go? Okay, there's no trucks listed on our overlay that way. I see one truck at coal base. Okay, so maybe it was just a graphical thing, or it's driven back and managed to correct itself? Maybe I'm just seeing things? Who knows? Alright, random flying truck. Okay. Let's get some foundations down. And I may actually put this on a foundation eventually. So let's do here as our level point. Close. Alright, that should be enough room to get us started. Alright. So, we need 3 refineries at the minimum. These are big boys. God, you do not appreciate how big those things are until you see them up close. Wow. Alright. So, this one, yeah. So we do plastic, 30 in, fuel, 60 in, rubber, 30 in, so that's 120 in, so we can do a tier 2 belt, and it'll serve these things perfectly. Although for the conveyor splitter... the issue is going to be getting up this hill. Okay, so what we're going to do, because this first one is producing the wrong thing, this first one we're going to do the fuel. So it's going to take 60 a minute. It's going to take half. This one is going to switch over to doing the plastic. So that way we have 120 coming in, 60, 60, 30, 30. And then it all works out perfectly. Assuming I wasn't an idiot and failed to rotate them properly again. Yeah, I guess that's a smooth enough curve. There we go. And then for now, we'll just get some storage units here. I'm going to have to build a second floor to the other storage unit. But for right now, we're just going to snap these guys here. Boom. Which one's the in? Green is out. Alright, and we just need the cheapy belts because they don't produce that much a minute of each, right? What's your output? 22, 30, yeah. Alright. So now... just need to get a power pole connection. Spot that works. Can we squeeze this thing in here? No, we're going to put it on this side. And then, do we have a power pole down here somewhere that's got some spare connector time? Trucks, are you resolving yourself sufficiently? Oh, there's no way to offload because this thing's backed up because the oil's not being utilized. Whoops. Alright. Let's get a power pole here. we go. And then that one's powered. And now all of those refineries are now going to be chugging along, and it's cleared up the oil. So that's the only downside. If one of these two backs up, the other one is going to gather a ton of it. But now we've got fuel production. That sounded like the whole factory just shut down power sound. That's what that was. Alright, let's overclock another fuel generator. We may just move to pure oil fuel use, but that means we have to change these over to a generator we don't have yet, so... We're going to be doing a lot of stuff, so let's just bring these guys all up to 200% today. Because we're going to be putting a lot of new buildings on the line. So we need some massive power. That one's 201. That one's 200. Alright, so these ones are all there. Boom! Alright, everything's on max. We need, apparently, a lot more power for those refineries than I thought we did. 250 on the entire line. We are at peak power consumption. Okay, this one can't go all the way to 250, but... There we go. Whew. And now it's going to dip back down to a more reasonable amount, because that's every machine turning on, and this is just all the machines that are active turning on. Good. How much do these machines up here require? That's kind of a weird little hitch in the barrel movement, but that's fine. I wanted to keep the bridge. And this storage buffer will let us handle the surplus. Let's actually use a... Tier 3 belt. There we go. I'd like to see these lines backed up and not the line into that. Because if that blocks the coal from getting to the coal power plants, then we're in trouble. Nice. So what do you take? Oh, God, each one of these is a 50 mega... Yeah, each one of these takes 50. I can see why that's going to be an issue. So, yeah, I guess we're going to have to start utilizing this fuel because it is probably our most efficient fuel source. But the good news is we've got tons of rubber. I'm going to take a stack of that. And tons of plastic. So now we can go make a or some of the computer things. Just going to back this guy up so it's out of the way a little bit more. As these guys try to figure out where the hell they're going. Their AI will get smoother and smoother as we go. Alright, but now we've got 2 oil pumps working full speed. We've got all 3 oil products being produced. We've got this place working at pretty much full capacity. I might want to un-overclock a lot of this stuff, because it doesn't need to be overclocked. Because we aren't using it that much anymore, but we'll see. Alright, so we can't get the expanded power, but we can make the 2... high-speed connectors. So for that, we need quick wire. How much quick wire do we have on hand? We have a stack. 2 high-speed connectors. Can we make a supercomputer? That requires 2 computers and an AI limiter, which requires 5 circuit boards. So we're short on plastic. Alright, 10 circuit boards. And then we need 18 plastic, 60 screws. So we need 120 screws. Alright. And how much plastic? 18 a piece. So we'll just convert this to 36. The AI limiter needs a circuit board a piece, and we needed 2 of them. So let's make the 2 computers first. And then 6 more of these. Alright, do we have just enough for this thing? And no, we're just short on the plastic, but luckily we have enough oil here. So how much we need? 21. I like how it actually uses an even set of it. Oh, we need... Oh, I need to make 3 more of these? Yeah, 3 more of these. Alright, then I just need to make enough plastic. Boom. 1 supercomputer with 2 high-speed circuit boards left over for the repairs. We can then take some time to analyze the supercomputer, because that is a thing we can do, and that takes a half hour, so that'll be... Oh, we need 10 of them. Can I have it back? No, it will not let me have it back. Alright, then. Fine, be that way. Dump the rubber in here. I think that should be all I need. So let's go... I'm going to grab some more concrete, just so I can make some more ramps if needed. It seems to be something we're actually using quite a bit of lately. There we go, 3 stacks should be enough. And let's go see what this deposit next to the oil ramp requires. Is this thing stuck again? I think we're a little too efficient on bringing the oil in, and it's not helping the system. Woo! Jeez, get launched off of that every time. Alright, so we might want to consider splitting our truck system and having a truck up here to deliver the oil that just cuts across the highway. It seems like they're having some conflict, but that's only because we're backed up over here and not capable of using nearly as much as we're producing, so we might need some more refineries. I'll just turn off one of those things. Alright, let's see how to get down over here. Is it just like a path? Can we just find a nice friendly way down, or are we going to have to actually have some trouble? Well, that's a cool little, like, coral area. Ah! That's behind the gas wall. Well, we can just get down here, I guess. The question is, that's probably going to be too long of a conveyor belt. Darn. Is there a smaller area we can... Aha! If we did from here... to there... Nope, that's too long as well. Let's head that way and see if we can't find another way over that avoids the toxic part down there. Oh, hey, there's one of the crystal things up here. Come on, give me a yes spot. We can do this. Still too steep. We'll find a way up there. We'll probably just climb. Yep. Does seem to require the springy boots to do this. I love mountaineering with these. Boom, there's some more Sumer Sloop. I don't want to grab it yet, but we have access to it. Alright, so there is my Caterium thing. Now, was all of that toxic gassed over here? Assuming that's... yeah, that's behind the... okay, that's behind the gas plants. But over here looks fine. Ow. Alright, we should be able to get out in there now. I'll have to figure out a way to get back up, but... hey, adventure. That's probably too far, isn't it? Alright, so how about if we do this? Which I probably could have just done to start with. Yep. Whew, it gets foggy down here. Alright, so we got a coal deposit. I think this one was a limestone down here. Yep. Got some new kinds of trees. Not that they give anything different, but... just exploring and seeing what we got. Alright, what do we got? Drop pod requires... some modular frames and some screws and some more modular frames. I love you can just pick up some of this junk, some reinforced iron plates. It's just sitting on the ground, free for the taking. Alright, this drop pod... oh, this one's just operation. Oh, no, because we have the rotors. Nice. Sweet. And one of these, so I know that I've done it. Any more pieces? we got our nice river down here. A little bit of fog lag, but that's pretty standard. This might be a way back up. Gas area. It looks like a decent way back up, yeah. Ooh, and that might get us up to that slug that I saw earlier. I just want to see if there's any cool deposits and stuff now that I'm down here. Geyser cannot be picked up. We have a geyser! Oh, that's cool. Well, looks like some enemies on the prowl. Just leaves. It's another boulder we can't break in this version. I think it's a sulfur vein. Nope, bauxite. I'll take as much as I can. We haven't even unlocked the aluminum tier yet. Secret waterfall cave. Secret waterfall cave. Oh, yeah. Wonder if there's monsters or... Stupid little... That little wrench keychain just freaked me out. Maybe a nice purple slug? Hey, that's 5 power supplies. Or 5 overclockers. Nice reward for exploring the cave. Secret tunnel behind the waterfall. It's not through the mountain, but it's kind of close. Awesome. Pays to explore in this game, and I love that fact. Oop, I see that slug. Oh, you're a jumping puzzle slug. Oh boy. We all know how good I am at oh, that's not even a jumping puzzle. Oh, that was the geyser. Oh, that scared the crap. That sounded like a really big monster. That's really cool. Well, we could do this the cheesy way. Because our... Come on. Alright, fine, we'll do it the other cheesy way. That's really cool. I wonder if there'll be, like, geothermal power or something in the future. That'll make use of that. Your little power slug. Yoink. There's another one over there. Rather than building another staircase, let's just build ourselves a bridge across. Yoink. Nice. There's a lot of those, like, boulders on the sides of cliffs and stuff. I'm really curious about, you know, what those end up being for. I love how easy it is to just undo a structure. Like, boom! Alright, we got our stuff. And now we're done. That's another sulfur vein. Another couple sulfur veins. Or these bauxite. That's an iron. I'm not gonna grab iron. That's also iron. I guess in case if you get stuck down here and you really need iron, it gives you a little bit to get back up with. Holy crap! It's the closest we've been to that guy. Alright, well, we got 3 of these dudes guarding another slug, so I kind of want the slug. Eh. Ow. Come on, come to the other side of the water. Ow. Nice. And then we get another slug. Yeah, if it wasn't for the fog down here, like, man, it'd be a nice performance. What else do we got down here? Nice forest path that way. I think that's Caterium. Yep, that's Caterium. We got some limestone and another slug and a few more guys. Ooh, it's a yellow slug. We don't have any room for that. What do we have that's junk? Ow. Well, if this battle doesn't go well, we'll be able to just clean it out with the berries. Alright, what is junk in our inventory that we have? That's 3 of these things we can call junk. Alright, we are miles from base, though. Oh, it's one of those bird things. Dangerous? No, they seem to be very passive. Alright, how the hell are we getting back to base? I don't have time for you fluffy-tailed hogs. I'm gonna get back to base because I've got a hard drive to analyze. Alright, I guess I do have time for you. I don't have any room for your crap. Alright, well... Cool over here. Is that a power slug or is that a gas area? Not a power slug, but some more berries. Now, I think, now that we have the chainsaw, we can get the power slug that's caught under this branch over here in the lake. Alright, what else is junk in our inventory? We can get rid of 13 plates. Grab bacon. Grab that. You're free, little slug. Free to go into a machine to make it stronger. Yeah. Alright, and I think this puts us up top of base a little bit. There's the space elevator, so... Here's another one of the simmer sorps, or whatever they're called. Yep, this puts us out over by our biomass production line. Nice. Do we have anything to dump off? No, we're pretty full on all the rest of this junk. Alright, let's go dump these things in and start cracking that hard drive, so that'll be done by the end of the episode. Convert our slugs into power shards. Boom, up to 11 overclockers again. Then we had bauxite stack in here. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We have enough open space that we can handle things. You know what? I'll actually dump that in there, and that in there, and that. There we go. We got a few open spaces. Alright, let's go handle the other one that required the two things over by coal base, and we'll stuff ourselves full of Caterium wire, because we don't have that transporting back yet. Seems like the oil hang-up has resolved itself. Whether that could be because the truck hasn't arrived in a while, or what, I don't know. How are we doing on production? These things are tiny. We're getting, like, big stacks on these things. We're gonna have to find uses for these and get them into a production line before too long. Yeah, we're doing okay. Just wanted to make sure I had enough fuel to get over to the other side. And we're almost to face mask tech. We just got to get supercomputers auto-producing. And then we'll be able to go through these poison areas without having to worry. We can just explore them. But for now, we have to avoid them. Looks like there's a lot of, like, little side paths and areas over here we could have taken. Alright. This crash shuttle over here for potentially more blueprints. One day we're gonna have to go out into Slugland. Oh, lag. Loading an area we haven't loaded in a while. I gotta admit, though, for, like, super early access and as big and massive as this world is, it doesn't lag much. It's just usually the fog that does it. And that's the issue with almost every game, is the fog is the problem. Probably use, like, the super slow conveyor belts on these. Alright, drop pod! Another hard drive. Sweet. Alright, let's go fill up on Caterium, I think. See how that production system is going. You know what I might actually do is... let's blend the Caterium, because now I actually have enough stuff to actually reach the conveyor belt lines together. And let's add that to these truck lines, and then put a Caterium storage system back at main base. Yeah. Woohoo! Alright, we're flipping the truck a little bit. Apparently some things can damage the truck health, because it has a health bar, I just noticed, so... I have to be mindful of that. Nice, these are being stored properly. Alright, so... that's the conveyor merger we have to work with. Let's get a... nice, that actually worked smoother than I was expecting it to. And that's going to drain these things faster than they're filling. Maybe I shouldn't have stuck a tier 3 in. Well, we can fix that, actually. We'll just change this over to a tier 2 belt. And then that will allow it to be a little bit more coal-heavy. Actually, it's just 2 pieces of coal per piece of thing. Is that a Mach 3? That's a Mach 3. Well, that'll get us a stack of that every once in a while. Alright, let's drive our truck back and go set up a storage system for that so it doesn't just plug up the works again. I think I can get this slug. No! I have to chainsaw it. Be free, little slug! Gas cloud. Well, we survived it. Someday, tree, someday I'll figure out how to get through you and kill you. Until that day, enjoy being a menace whenever I need to get somewhere. Basically, once we get the jetpack and the gas mask, we can go pretty much anywhere. I don't know if we can equip them both at the same time, though. But we'll see. I just need to race that truck back, because that'll be the first truck with Caterium wire, or quick wire in it. And as long as we get back before it's utilized, we'll be able to make a storage system to store it. Which will keep things from bottlenecking. And obviously, because it's 500 stacks, we're not going to need a big storage unit. We can just use one of the little tiny ones. So that's nice. I'm thinking... up on that edge. So we're going to need to mix that Caterium with some of these plastics and fuels. Oof, those fuels are really stacking up already. Go. And give it a tier 3 belt. Oh, sweet. It just goes straight up. We don't even need a pillar or anything. Alright, when the next truck comes back down, we should be able to start getting this thing filled up. And our motors are being produced over here. These 2 storage containers, I'm assuming, are full. Yep, so we're ready for concrete. Well, that one isn't. We've got plenty of wire coming up here. Pipes are our limiting factor. Wow. Oh, it takes 60 wire per minute to produce stuff up here. Okay. I don't know why we're splitting it out then. I guess it's good to have overflow, but it's just not being produced too quickly. If it's not being... Trying to solve problems as they arise here. It's kind of a weird system, splitting it out, storing it, and then re-merging it. Actually, that is a horrendously stupid system. Just do this. That way, this will be on my buffer in case we overload production. But, yeah, there we go. Just like these guys here could use a storage unit. There we go, that keeps that belt moving. This belt's going to start moving faster because now the wires are no longer the limiting factor to the production line. It looks like the pipe production is very much on point here. And then those are getting consumed just as fast as they're produced. Wonderful. And then the concrete has to come in at a later step. Oh, I wanted to see if this thing got some deliveries. Not yet. Do we have any in here? Nope. Well, hopefully one of the trucks, when they finally figure out how to turn around again, will come back and they can make their way in. And now, because we're using coal at a much more intense rate, we don't want to use coal to be fueling these trucks anymore, because we've got fuel. So we can actually probably work a line in coming back to use fuel, and that way the coal can be used to power up these power plants. Ah, everything's coming through beautifully. Let's see what our recipe is, and I think we can wrap up after that. Alright, so we can make Caterium circuit boards with plastic and quick wire. We can make reinforced iron plates at 10 and 24. What's the current thing? Reinforced iron plates are currently 4 and 24 to produce 1. And 10 and 24 will produce... Oh, it doesn't really tell us. So that means screws aren't going to be as much of a limiting thing. Making circuit boards with rubber and copper actually seems like a really good use of our overloaded copper production. Because currently circuit boards... No. Oh, circuit boards need the plastic, but we can make them alternatively with the rubber. That's the difference on that one. And then this one, making Caterium with quick wire and plastic. That would give us a use for the quick wire, but I don't really want to do that one. Let's take this one. Let's see if we can't earn that. And let's analyze another hard drive while we're at it. Alright, so let's see what this produces. Reinforced iron plate alternative. Oh. $150 screws. There we go. Launch. Away! Eventually! Guess I didn't even need to launch it for that one. Yeah, it's still our milestone. Alright, so what is our alternate... Alternate reinforced iron plate. You make 3 for 10 and 26, or 24. So it's either 3 for 10 or 1 for 4. Yeah, that's a savings. That is a huge savings. So I'm going to go swap these things over for those. Alright, so now that consumes 37 plates a minute, but only 90 screws per minute. Wow, that's a great reduction. So we're producing way too many screws per minute, or alternatively... Yeah, because if we unoverclocked this, it would take probably 22 iron plates a minute. This is producing 22.5. Alright, that needs only 25 plates and 60 screws a minute. We can unoverclock this, which will produce more than... That'll produce 90 a minute. So we're using even less plates. The production is still going wonderfully. And we're using even less screws to produce more of these per unit time. Actually, how many screws are we producing? Because maybe I need to do that at 150. We're producing 90, so yeah, if we do this at 150, it'll consume 90. So we only have to have this overclocked, but not the screw production. And now this will consume more plates per minute, but produce 11 a minute. Nice. Where else do we have plates being made? I think these things? Or do these just need the screws for... That's making rotors. What was the... that is... also making rotors. This is making reinforced. Yep. Switch this over to the alternate recipe. Take out its overclockers, and we'll see where this goes. Alright, so this is taking in 60 screws and 10 iron plates. This is producing 225 screws per minute. So yeah, that really reduced our need for a lot of screws. This is producing 15 plates a minute. This is producing 15 plates per minute. So 30 plates per minute in. Screws are matched. So we'll overclock this. So that is now going to be consuming more. So it should consume 90 screws exactly. Come on, finish up so we can compare. Alright, this is going to take 90 in, and it needs 37 total in. This one is producing 15. This one is producing 15. But now this is producing 22, this is producing 15, so that's producing 37.5, which is 37.5, so that is now perfect efficiency. This is producing 11 plates per minute. This one is trying to use 18 plates per minute, so now it's going to use 12 plates per minute. And now it only needs 24 iron rods every minute. This thing is producing 15 iron rods a minute. And now it's producing almost 22 iron rods a minute. So we have now... uh, 45 in, 45 out. We have now perfectly matched this entire production system. 30 in, 22.5 in, 22.5 out. Boom. Energy optimized. Alright, so you were using 22.5, 45, so that's 67.5, 97.5, and you're producing 120? That's, yeah, this baby is now pretty much perfectly in sync. Awesome! Yeah, that was a good recipe. That balanced a lot of our inputs and outputs. And got us basically 5 less things overclocked. So now our power supply... yeah, look how stable that is and how low that is. Nice. Alright, well, I think that is a good place to wrap things up. I need to convert this one slug real quick. But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time on more Satisfactory when we set up our second steel smelting plant, get the plastic and oil products mixed in with our motors and rotors so we can start producing automatic computers and tech like that. We're going to get the quick wire mixed into that production line. And that should get us through the current endgame, but I think there's going to be another update in a few days, so we should be able to get up to gas mask, filter, jetpack, extra inventory slots, the fuel generator, which we can upgrade our power grid to use the fuel rather than the coal, so the coal can go purely into steel products. We can even get the crazy 450 conveyor belts. Wow. And maybe pick up this one, but that's kind of a low priority. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time on more Satisfactory.